Hello and welcome to From the Newsroom. I'm your host, Wyatt Sherwin. From the Newsroom is a weekly news update brought to you by the Southeast Arrow. This week is the final week of normal classes. However, summer classes are beginning soon. Here's Kerrigan with the story.
Southeast Missouri State University students are being encouraged to look into summer courses. Vice President for Enrollment and Student Success, Dr. Stephen Stoltheis, says summer classes can help students stay on track for graduation, earn extra credits, and save money.
The summer's got so much to offer for students. There's ability to do internships, study abroad programs, courses, and what we find in data is that students that engage in the summer are significantly more likely to retain and then to graduate. So it's really a great opportunity for students to be able to catch up on credits, to get ahead on credits, save money, and so it's just such a benefit for the students.
Stoltheis says summer courses can be especially helpful for students who cannot manage a full 15 credit hour schedule during the regular school year.
So the summer is really good because it's that opportunity to balance out that amount of credits for the whole year so that they can make sure that they're still graduating on time, because we really want students to graduate in 4 years.
He also says many summer courses are online, allowing students to live at home and avoid housing costs.
The summertime, where most of those classes are online, there's the ability to take classes then. They don't have that housing cost often because they're back home or they're with family or something. They're able to take classes and still move their degree faster. And so by taking multiple summer semesters, that allows the student to save 1, maybe 2 semesters over their whole time with us in the housing cost.
University leaders hope increased summer enrollment can also help students graduate faster. To learn more about SEMO's 2026 summer courses, visit semo.edu. For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Kerrigan Foster.
Thank you, Kerrigan. Next, as the semester picks up and schedules get busier, some students at Southeast Missouri State are still making time for something important to them: faith. Students across campus are finding ways to stay connected through church, campus ministries, and personal routines. But balancing those practices with college life isn't always easy.
At Southeast Missouri State University, students juggle classes, jobs, and social life every day. But for some, there's another priority woven into that routine: faith.
It just feels good when you have people around you that know the faith, that know the ins and outs and what the faith truly is. And it's been really a great experience, and we've even got into small groups on campus with other Catholics, and just kind of, not saying we haven't went to other Christian events with other denominations, but just being with Catholics who understand the faith, have studied it, have went to communion, have gotten their their first communion when they were 8 years old, and just baptism as a baby. And not many people understand that, but they do because we've grown up in it.
Even without a campus structured around religion, many students are finding ways to stay consistent in their beliefs. Campus ministries play a major role in that connection, offering students a place to gather, reflect, and grow in their faith alongside others.
We seek to engage with people relationally. That's why we opened up a partnership in a coffee house that's open to the public with Grace Coffee and Cafe, because we want our doors to be open to everyone, so they have a space to connect, to engage, to build relationships, to relax and study and just be and stay a while.
For students like Lainey Rakin, faith is something that has to be intentional.
Well, every Sunday I go to LaCroix Church, and that is when I participate in worship with the church and listen to the sermon, and I like to write down in my notebook just notes from the day. That is the only activity I do related to church outside of praying at night.
Between classes and responsibilities, staying consistent isn't always easy, but many students say it's worth the effort. For others, structure and tradition help keep them grounded. Different backgrounds, different routines, but a shared commitment to keeping their faith part of daily life. Reporting from Cape Girardeau, I'm Wyatt Sherwin.
Lastly, May 4th is Star Wars Day, a celebration for movie fans all over the world. Here's Abby Volz with more on the story.
May the 4th be with you. That is the iconic phrase behind National Star Wars Day, which is celebrated on May 4th every year. The Associated Press reports that the phrase was used in the years after the first movie came out in 1977. In fact, it even appeared in a British political ad in 1979, celebrating the victory of Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. For some fans, May 25th is Star Wars Day, which marks the release of the first Star Wars film. However, May 4th has garnered more attention over the years, especially with Disney's 2012 purchase of Lucasfilm. This year, there's a lot of anticipation surrounding this year's celebration. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie is set to release on May 22nd, according to Star Wars Newsnet. Merchandise is set to center around this new release, with more expected to be announced that day. For more, read Alyssa Repke's story at southeastarrow.com. For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Abby Volz. Back to you, Wyatt.
Thank you, Abby. That's all we have time for here today. Thank you for watching this episode of From the Newsroom. I'm your host, Wyatt Sherwin, and have a good summer, Cape Girardeau.